James, Christchurch, New Zealand, and
Gateway to Antarctica.
What would you say to me just then?
Gateway to Antarctica. That's what we know as.
Gateway. Oh, you said it so quickly, didn't it? It was hard to hear.
Yeah.
You went Gateway to Antarctica. And I thought that was the suburb you lived in. Where do you live? Gateway to Antarctica. Gateway to Antarctica. It's a very distinct accent, the New Zealand accent, isn't it?
Yes, I guess so. I mean, you can tell me I'm surrounded by it, so I don't really, it's like a fish in water. I can hear your accent.
I know you're
Yours sounds distinctive.
Isn't the way you talk weird?
Well, I'm sorry.
That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah. I think that I'm speaking normally, and you're saying so, yeah. And I think anyone in New Zealand would agree with me. Now, tell me about this DVD.
We are very people-pleasing, so probably, yeah.
Oh, good. I like that. Tell me about the DVD rental shop. You said it's called Alice in Videoland?
Videoland, yeah.
Okay.
It was started in the 80s, which is why it's Videoland.
Yep.
And it was literally one of the first, and it's probably the only one left hanging on now. And yeah, we've just been in operation for longer than I've been alive.
God bless you, keeping it alive. I love it.
Yeah, keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Do you?
We have all the James Bonds for you, Gourley. So,
yes, he's a fan.
I'll be right there in
right
27 hours.
Even the Peter Sully's Casino Royale with Orson Welles and all of those.
Oh yeah,
that crazy one.
Wow. Okay.
So I have a question. Do you run the store?
No, I just like a duty manager. There's two owners, Karen and Pete, and then there's about 4 or 5 staff, of which I am one. So it's just like a small operation.
And do you get along with your bosses?
I do, but there's Peter certainly has opinions about things like. We have a wall of 500 greatest movies of all time, and he's continually messing with that and putting in things that he likes. Maybe
like what? What does he take out and put in?
Give us an example of you don't quite agree with your boss Peter's taste in films. What are some of the films that he reveres that you're not so high on?
Well, if I was to name them, you probably wouldn't have even heard of them because they're so obscure and boring. So, like, Ray and Liz is a British one. I don't want to denigrate these filmmakers. It's just not my taste a lot of the time. There's another one, Gene Dillman, which you might know because it tops the Sight and Sound.
Number
That's
one.
like just 3 hours of a French lady peeling potatoes.
Yes.
And it's,
Well, I like the potato part. To me, that is pornpornography.
Oh my God.
That's called Irish pornography. A woman peeling
I can
potatoes.
easily arrange that kind of peep show for you.
Yeah. That's the peep show I would go to. You put a nickel in, there's a woman there,
Just peeling.
just peeling potatoes. I'm like, so, well, I'm sorry. That's my excited face.
Oh God.
Awful.
I thought I'd seen every face you'd made, but apparently not.
I know. I've always have another face coming. So Peter likes really obscure films. He's your boss. And you're probably, as a younger person, maybe like more contemporary films. Is
What's
that
he
correct?
taking out of there? That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. What are the things he takes down off the wall?
Well, I mean, it was a real effort to even get him to get Mad Max Fury Road on there. He does not like that movie.
How can you not like Mad Max Fury Road? It's an instant classic.
I know. It's like pure action. But, there's no, I guess because it's pure action and there's nothing to ponder like someone peeling potatoes is so
God.
Would he
Peter's a dork.
What about some of the new...
You're going to get me fired, but oh well.
That's okay. Please.
I'm sure there's another DVD store right around the corner you can get a job at.
Yeah.
Those things are a dime a dozen.
You said that's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not my problem. I'm employed. Hi, I'm a sociopath. So, James, what about like the John Wick movies? Would Peter be okay with those?
I'm not sure if he likes those. They're not in the 500s.
Everybody likes the John Wick movies.
I know, they're like our
John
most
Wick used a
rented movies.
horse to kill his enemies. Remember that? When he put a blanket over the horse's head and aimed the horse's ass at his enemies and then pulled and got it to kick? He used a horse as a weapon. It was fantastic. That's the greatest.
Oh no, yes, you're right. I do remember that now. Yeah.
How could you forget it?
Sorry, because
did you confuse it with the movie where Judy Garland used a horse to kill someone? Wow. Okay, so Peter, I have major issues with Peter, I have to say.
Is this like boss on boss beef?
Well, I just think Peter is maybe hurting what could be a very thriving DVD store with the name Video in the title. I think he's hurting it with his obscure tastes, and I think he needs to appeal to the masses.
Do you even have Blu-ray, or is it just DVD?
We do, but New Zealand is like, we're still far. We never really properly made the transition over to Blu-ray, so it's mainly DVDs.
Do you have any videos at all to make at least the title of...
We have some decorative ones just placed around.
You have decorative videos.
Oh, I love
decorative videos. It's the only way they can be worth anything. You know?
Okay, tell me about the customers that come into this store.
They are, you know, I hope none of my customers or my boss sees this. They will. It's fine. They are older, for sure.
Yes. You didn't need to tell me that. They've never heard of a computer.
No. Like, to sign up people, we, have to get their email, and the amount of them who are like, I don't have email is alarming. So we do lose a few DVDs that way because we can just never find them and they disappear off the grid.
Well, my guess is they die.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that as well. Yeah. It's
really? Someone signs out a DVD for the movie Flubber, and then they don't bring it back, and you go by their apartment and you see them carrying them.
Their store is how they find out most people die.
Yeah. Was this DVD returned? No. Oh, God help them.
Yeah. We'll track them down and one of their children will...
Yeah. The police must use you regularly as a source. Yeah. Who hasn't returned a DVD lately? Well, Mr. Robinson hasn't. On 303 Primrose Lane. Well, he's dead.
Yeah. That's far more frequent than...
Do you ever have a customer come in, an older customer, and while they're there, they find out that it's easy to stream most movies?
Yeah, well, not while they're there, but, because old people tend to be blunt. So, occasionally someone will come in and return one and it's like, I just found this online, so I didn't need to watch it. So, see ya. So that can definitely happen once their children usually introduce them or set them up with some kind of Netflix account or something.
Right. That's a big seismic change. It's like someone coming to the stables in like the first Model T and saying, I won't be coming here anymore. Yeah. I've got this contraption. It just shows you that things are moving on. But I have faith that this store is going to thrive.
Yeah, it's like records, right? Physical media.
Do you
records
use
made a comeback?
Are you a physical media person? Yeah,
absolutely. It's been like a film education for me because we've got all the old movies. So there are a lot of old movies that you struggle to find on streaming that we have because we've been around for so long. And because the nature of streaming is a bit more diffuse now, we do actually get some people sort of not bothering with streaming and just coming in and getting, because we've got all the movies. Yeah. So they can just come in and rent the movies off us instead of streaming to like 5 different services. So there is that advantage if I was to make a plug.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
That's the most anemic plug. You sounded like you were dying as you said it. Like it was your last breath.